Welcome back to Wednesdays with Wilfred. This week we are in for a treat. We have the career consultant extraordinaire, Matt Purdey, from the Faculty of Arts, and now is helping people navigate their career. Thank you so much, Matt, for joining us. And my first question is, how does an arts student, we always hear the misconception, what do you do with an arts degree, help so many other people navigate their career?
Do you want the my suggested answer, or do you want the real path I took?
The explicit version that
Sure. The real deal. So yeah, my path from the U of M to becoming a career coach is a bumpy one, is a rocky one, roundabout. I was a student at the U of M straight out of high school, did University One, was trying to get my feet wet, figure out what I wanted to do. And nothing was really grabbing my attention, grabbing my interest. I stretched it out. I went back for a second year, still was finding it hard to sort of pick a major and specialize. So I actually dropped out. I left the university and bought a one-way ticket to the other side of the world, living, working, traveling all around Southeast Asia. During my time there, I did grow up and mature a little bit. I did connect with the U of M, reconnect with the U of M, and start to continue chipping away at my credits online. Completed a degree, a BA degree, majoring in geography, minoring in philosophy. And then a weird turn of events. It was actually my best friend's mom at the time who offered me a job at this organization doing career coaching. But it turned out to be the perfect blend of all the skills I had developed over the years. I had been working with the international community. I had been teaching, coaching, facilitating, and it fit. So that's how I got my start in career coaching.
That's incredible, Matt. And I love hearing stories like that. Our most successful alumni do not have a congruent trajectory. It looks more like the stock market. I'm so thankful that you're sharing that, because some of the students and the young alumni that are listening to this, sometimes it does really feel that you got to be a millionaire by age 22 and you got to be in private jets by 26. And quite often social media doesn't tell the real story about how people can find success. And leading into my next question, you talked about your experience of becoming a career coach or career mentor. Can you talk a little bit more about how important mentorship is to you and what it means that you are now giving back?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, mentorship has played a role throughout my career development as a career coach. Like I said, I got into this work with really little to no knowledge. I didn't even know the job title existed until I was getting ready to apply for it, to be honest. And over the last 8-9 years, I mean, I've had people along the way sort of shape and guide and mentor me at every step of the way. I got in at an organization that was training new career coaches. They put us through a career development practitioner certificate program. So I met fantastic instructors who had been in the field, who had been doing this work for a long time. And I got to learn in the classroom, and then go apply that with clients during the workday. And so for me, it was the perfect blend of like learning and application of learning. I was at an organization where, the executive director had been in the space for a long number of years. And so just being able to be around her and sort of, in that orbit of someone who had been doing this work for a long time was extremely beneficial to me in my development. We had a team of really great young professionals who were so forthcoming with information, so willing to share and just learn from each other. We were all going through this at relatively similar stages of our career. And so to be able to just be in that space, to have the permission to experiment and innovate and try and learn, and the space and support to do so was huge in terms of the early developments of my career. I think anybody who wants to excel in their career, surround yourself with people who have what you want, who work the way you want to work, or who do the things that you want to do, because that is where you'll be exposed to the new ways of thinking, the new ways of doing. You can learn, experiment, ask questions, all of that good stuff. Fortunately, in the career development space, people are very supportive of, people asking questions and trying to grow their own careers. So I've never really held back in terms of asking questions, and people have been very open to sharing.
It makes sense. I mean, as career consultants, if you are a career consultant, you got to be helping the industry of career consultants as well. You touched on a plethora of great points as you were speaking, and I was trying to hold on to each little nugget. But is that the reason you helped the University of Manitoba Alumni Relations team create the Career Lab. And how has that experience been? And for the viewers that aren't familiar with the Career Lab, that you are hosting these amazing lectures, can you give a quick little synopsis about what it's all about and how you got involved?
Yeah, thank you. It's funny how, I can go from that confused, frustrated student he had a hard time looking for work to coming back full circle like 20 years later and providing the supports and the guidance and the mentorship to students. I was that student 20 years ago, and it's an incredibly rewarding, incredibly fulfilling work for me to be able to do that. So I got connected with the alumni department at the U of M to help launch this career lab. And so I've done a series of workshops over the last couple of months on various topics related to standing out in job search and outside the box job search strategies, stuff that, is a little bit different than the average resume cover letter workshop that students might be attending. There are supports available to students while they're in their programs of study, but a lot of times after graduation is when people start to realize like, oh, I maybe should have taken advantage of those services a little bit more, or now I need the supports. And so this career lab is a great opportunity for them to access those supports.
And we thank you greatly for hosting those sessions. Those questions are impactful, and everyone always leaves those sessions with a lot more knowledge. I would be remiss if I didn't pick your brain on a career question. So
fire away.
If you had to have a top 3 career tips or advice that you would give young alumni that are actually switching careers or industries, or students that are preparing to graduate, what are the top 3 or top 5 points or advice you would give them?
Number one, you don't need to do this work alone, and probably shouldn't. There are a wide variety of supports, advisors, coaches, people out there who want to see you succeed. So take advantage of those. Number 2, do your best to stand out and do something different. We all know the well-trod path of online applications, but to be honest, nobody really likes that. Candidates don't like it. Employers don't really like it. So finding ways to be unique, be different, stand out, connect, and maybe that'll segue into my third point is, as soon as you get out of university and the school system and start exploring the world of work, I found anyways how important relations and connections with people are. Winnipeg is such a small town in that regard. We're only a couple degrees of separation from each other, and so getting connected with a wide variety of people, diverse backgrounds, diverse professions will serve you not only in the short term, getting that next job or getting that first job after graduation, but throughout the rest of your working career. Build relationships, earn trust, and set yourself up for success.
You couldn't have said it any better. And once again, on behalf of the University of Manitoba, the Alumni Relations team, thank you so much. And for those who are tuning in, who have made it to the end, make sure you sign up for Career Lab. The workshops, they're incredible. You can find that at umanitoba.ca/alumni. And Matt, thank you for kicking off the new year with us. Thank you so much. And we hope to see you again for some more career tips and facts.
Excellent. Thanks for having me.